Hello, hello, hello. Oh, how is everyone today? We're pulling it up and sharing links. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm posting links on the page, and then I will be there. Hi, Susan McDonald. Hey, Catherine Yeager. Okay, Catherine, I went back where you commented on the video and sent another one because I need your address for your shipping and your PayPal thing. It didn't come through, so if you sent it to me, it bounced out or something. I didn't get it. So email me at donebydorothycrafts@gmail.com and I will send it to you. I hit on the comment, but sometimes the comments are like, pretty crazy. So, yeah, if you can just make sure that you email me your information because I don't know if it's like out there bouncing around in no man's land or wherever. Hi, Mindy. Nope, it is just me. Just me. Just me tonight. She's still sort of resting and doing her thing. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, so I don't know if it just got lost or whatever, but that's great. And hi, Susan. Oh, we look forward to having you every night too. And Susan McDonald's here too, and Susan Lowe, all the Susans and the Catherines. We got a bunch of Catherines too. I'm cleaning my board off. It's got some glue on it from where I was working. So how is everybody doing tonight? And people keep coming in and going out and coming in and going out, so I'm not sure what's going on. So I'll just keep talking and everybody can find me. A lot of times that's the easiest thing to do. How are you doing, Mindy? Okay, is everybody still there? Or are we having problems? Oh, I'm doing good. Let me make sure I got it, Catherine. Okay, it came through then, so I don't know why it popped through before, but it came through then. I've got it, Catherine. I will get that to you. It may be first thing in the morning, but it did come through. Oh, Susan, I am with you. It has rained and got crazy here, and 70 degrees and 30 degrees, and so it's wreaking havoc on allergies and all of that kind of thing. Yep, Catherine, you are good. Let me pull it over there just so everybody can see where we've been working on it. It has turned out so pretty. I love it. Look, we got all Even getting the little pretties on the end. Well, hopefully tonight it'll be okay and everybody can get in without a lag. Right now, I don't have a lag on my side, so I'm hoping everybody else is doing good too. We'll see. Or if there's a long buffering time, that type of thing. So we'll give everybody. I know it is so pretty. I'm so happy with it. We still got quite a bit to do to it. I was going to try to work on it tonight, but I had a lot of people requesting if I would hold off till Monday. And that would give them time over the weekend to get caught up with us. So I said that I would wait until Monday. So we're doing something a little bit different today. But I have some really cool stuff to show and share and all kinds of stuff. Thank you, Catherine. And everybody who is paid, everything has been shipped out for everyone who is paid. If you have not paid, then it has not shipped out yet. Once I receive payment, it will be shipped out. But all invoices have been sent out to your email. And then I usually Facebook message when I actually invoice too. So like once I send the invoice, if you're on my Facebook, so if you're not a member of the Facebook group, go join the Facebook group and make sure that you add me as a friend. That way I can just Facebook message you that your invoice is sent and you know when to go check for it, because some people don't ever check their emails. April's in the house. Amanda, hello, hello, hello. So we'll give everybody a couple minutes and then I'll sort of explain. We're not going to work on Miss Purdy here tonight. We're going to hold off on it until Monday. Show and tell is always fun, Monday. That was my best class in school. I was talking about your cover today, April. I sent Mom a picture because she hadn't seen it and she went crazy. They're still gone. They won't be home until she'll probably be back on Sunday night. Well, you didn't have to do that, April. Cheryl don't. Cass in the house. Hi, Cass. I did. She loved it. So I may end up having to get two from you to do one for her, because she doesn't very often ever say, anything. She loves gardening and flowers and all of that. And for all you people that are planning on doing the secret garden thing, make sure you grab the Friday freebie this week, because it had a lot of flowers and stuff in it you could probably use inside, like gardening type flowers. So we'll give it a couple more minutes just to give everybody time, and then we'll go on. I was going to work on Miss Jane tonight. I have to, there it came off. I had glue on it. But a lot of people requested, I got a lot of messages about people that are working on it with us, or working along, and they wanted a little bit of extra time to catch up because they said I was going too fast. So I'm going to hold off on Miss Jane until Monday. And then Monday, we'll go through and add the extra tabs, some of the extra lace I want to add, stencil on some pages, all of that thing. April, I was talking to you, girl. We're holding off on Jane until Monday because a lot of people requested, just because they need extra time to catch up, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. So we're going to wait till Monday to work the rest on her. Monday and Tuesday. We probably will finish her up on Tuesday. We will see. As far as your cover, I may have to get a hold of you and buy a second one off of you because my mom loved it. And so I may have to do one for her. But I'm not telling her that. And she's not here tonight, so I can say that. Just because, well, I mean, every once in a while I make her one, but not very often. Oh, look, so we're going to hold off on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm going to move Miss Jane off my desk, and then she's going to be crying because she's used to being here now. She wants to stay. But I did want to share. I know. I did want to share a couple things that I got that I like sharing, sort of good deal, not good deals, if maybe where you could purchase things, that type of thing. And the other night, Edwin Calger was on here, and he's got Ed's Craft Emporium on Etsy. It's Ed's Craft Emporium. And that's where I buy my cotton thread that I sew my signatures with. The cotton thread, because it lasts, because it's coated with like beeswax, that type of thing, with wax. And so I did order some from him. So I wanted to show you guys, this is what you get. Like I ordered 5, okay? And by ordering 5, it was $10 or $2 a section, and you get 5 yards for $2, which is a pretty good deal. I mean, you're talking 15 feet. And, your average journal is 6 feet, so you use 12. I usually you can get about 5 journals out of one. So, I mean, like this is like 25 journals worth for me, depending on how many signatures you use and all that. So, but they come wrapped, and I'm like so stealing his idea. Let me tear this off just so you can see, because I can't unwrap it. Well, I don't want to unwrap it because I don't want to rewrap a bunch of thread. But check it out. Okay, he used a circle punch, and this is nothing but an index card. So like he made his little thread holders are made out of index card. And I'm going, that's so easy and so simple and so cool to like stick in a journal. I mean, you can just glue it down, cut a little slit where you can connect. I mean, it's awesome. But yeah, so I mean, they come very nicely packed. He sent it to me. It cost me 70 cents to get here. So I paid $10.70. And that depends on shipping and all that. Your shipping is different everywhere. But yeah, and it arrived in an envelope in my mail. I love it. Easy. I know, right? I'm like all over it. I'm like, so I'm just going to give, Prep Student, I'm stealing that idea. And if he stole it from somewhere else, then I'm stealing it from them too. Because I'm like, I have a ton of lace. And the waterfall. Yeah, the waterfall, the way that he puts it in there is really cool too. He does a great job. I mean, I love it. And this is like, I know it's supposed to be cardstock, but it's like a craft cardstock. I don't know if you guys can even, it almost has like a leathery feel to it. I'm like so going to be reusing it because like my craft cardstock is really smooth. This is more, you can feel like a fabric, that like fabric to it. Yeah, I loved the whole little index card thing. And I'm thinking, okay, these are small index cards, the little bitty 3x5s. You could do the 4x6 and have bigger size if you have bigger. I know you can dye them and do them whatever colors you want them to be. It's brilliant. So that got my whole mind going because I was trying to come up with something to do for tonight because I want to do so. I always like to do something different, and something that was useful. But I'll show you what I got, which sort of like led me to come up with the idea. So I want to show you one other package though, if I can. I got this too. I ordered it because I've been debating about buying some from her for a long time. But it is from the Victorian Gypsy Girl on Etsy. It's the Victorian Gypsy Girl. And I got some sari silk that I bought. And I'll tell you why I'm going through. I got this green, which this green doesn't look. Let me see what your guys is called. Yeah, okay. It is a sort of a really bright garden green. But it's sari silk. And it's got like little plant leaves on it. Let me see if I can pull out a piece so you can see it. Of course, because I'm trying to. Well, Let me see if there's some out here. There was a piece out here that was really big that you could see really. Okay, here it is. But it's got like little botanical stamps on it. And I got from her. And this is the prettiest. I mean, it's just the prettiest garden green. So definitely going to be for my Secret Garden album. And I got it from the Victorian Gypsy Girl on Etsy. I mean, I love it. So I had a whole bundle of that. And then I had to get black because, you know, my Edgar Allan Poe is coming up and black is so hard to find. And so when I seen it, I grabbed some black because, you know, nothing's going to look better in an Edgar Allan Poe book than black. Just, I mean, straight up. So I got that. Then, of course, I got some plain old creamy beige to use, you know, just for like my regular journals. I don't like white. I really like the cream. And I think I can get this to take some dye too if I wanted a different color. So I'm going to play around with a little bit of this and see if I can get it to dye. And if I can, I will buy this kind, a ton of this kind, because then I can just match it to when I do all my dyeing, I can throw this in there and do it too. Then I wanted some boho-y type. And I got this. And as you can see, it is all kinds of gold interwoven in it. I mean, it is just gorgeous. And I mean, there's like maroons and purples, but it's more of a toned down boho. Hold on, and I will tell you. And I think it may depend on like what she dyes it with and what she doesn't. So I will tell you what I paid. I will tell you how much I got and what I paid. So the black was 43 yards. So it's quite a bit there. So you're talking 129 feet. So 43 yards for $12. But 43 yards, you figure your normal ties you put on an album, you're going to use what? Maybe 30 inches, if that. I was answering, geez, guys. So yeah, so the black was $12.20, 43 yards. So I didn't think that was bad. This is called Spring Green. And it's got like the pine tree branches on it. Let's see. This is $10, and it doesn't say how much that it is. I'm guessing though that there's more of it than some of the others. It doesn't say how much yardage that this is. Let me see if it says on my when I ordered, because I want to make sure I give you guys the right info. Yeah, the price is better than what I thought too. I know you got busted, April. That's what you get for running your mouth and not waiting first. Hold on, let me see if it pulls up on here and tells me. Because sometimes, you know, you have it listed on the thing, but it might be listed down in the description. So let me see. Yes, this is 50 yards. 50 yards for $10. So I mean, that's really 50 cents a yard. That's like your dollar cheapo lace. So it's, you know, economical. I mean, if you didn't want 50 yards and you wanted it just by the yard, you know, you could go in with somebody and have them split it off with you, I guess. I guess. This, which is consistent in color, so it doesn't change as you go through and get like darker and lighter or whatever. It's all pretty much the same color. This is 50 yards. And this is called Creamy Vanilla, just in case you wanted to order the same one. And it's $12.55, 50 yards. So this is called Creamy Vanilla, $12.55 for 50 yards. The green is called Spring Green with pine tree branches. And the black is called Jet Black. And then this is Lurex Sari. It's borders and it's mixed with sari ribbon. So you sort of get a mix of the plain color ribbon, and then you get a mix with, well, let me undo it and sort of show you. It's easier to do that because it does change a lot. And you can see there's a lot of the gold. So, I mean, it's perfect for like a bohemian. And then, like, see, you've got some of the sari. So you have the Lurex is this like gold, the gold imprinted stuff. And then you get, you know, this sari that has gold on it, but it's more sari than that. So you do get some solid color types in there, but it's a really mixed. But I liked this. And there were other different kinds you could get for like the bohemian style. I liked this because it's not that I don't like bohemian style, because I do. I think it's gorgeous. I think people do a gorgeous job with it. It's not my cup of tea as far as like the coloring of it. Okay, boho style is just bohemian. If you think of like a gypsy style, if you think of like the old nomadic gypsies, it's sort of like that. Sort of like your Bollywood type thing or whatever. That's the coloring that it is. It's just sort of more. If you think of, if you watched Hunchback of Notre Dame, I'm going to use this for a bohemian style journal. Just sort of as my add-ons to decorate with, like you would with lace and all that. And then I'm going to pull from all the different colors. You know, so like if I have this color, then I may do a page that has like a mint green color or the purple or dark green. So it's more of a Mod Podge of colors, I guess, is the, you know, sort of, you know, yeah. If you think of gypsies, you know, in the olden days, and you've seen, and they would have the reds and the blues and the purples and all of that. That's pretty much what it is. I specifically liked this one because it was more toned down. It wasn't super, super bright. Let me see. Well, I just moved all my stuff, so I'm not going to look for it right now because I'm not sure where I put it. But I have a couple boho things. I'm just not, I don't like the super bright. I'm more of a laid back, muted tones. It's a 54. This is gorgeous. It really is. And this isn't 50 foot. This is 100 grams. So let me see if it tells me what size that is, because I think it goes by weight, not by length. But let me see if it gives me a sort of a description of how much it is. Go away. It's trying to let me buy it again. I just bought some. I don't want to buy anymore. Hold on. It's having okay, this is 20 yards. So it's a little bit more expensive, I think, because you have all the gold. It is 20 yards for $11. So it's not $1 a yard, which is what you pay for your lace. So yeah, well, no, you can actually use this and make pages out of it too if you want to, or use it for tags, or just basically anything that you would use fabric for, or whatever. This is, yeah, to me, it's more like a trim. And she has some like bohemian sari silk, which is more like this, more of your standard silk that you think of. So, but I got that. So I was super happy with that. I've wanted to order for a while, but I'm always like, well, I just don't know if I would use it. You know, I don't know if I'd like it. So I finally did. Yes, it would make a gorgeous tassels. Hello, Elizabeth. So, yeah, it's really nice. So I was super, super happy with it. And then I have the tendency to, what is the word I want to use? Oh, oops, I can't do this because I'll show somebody's address. I have the tendency to, what is the word? Just browse on eBay, because I find lots of stuff on there like, hi, Beverly. I find a ton of stuff on there I like. Well, I happened upon an auction, and I got to hold it this way so you can't see, but it's a medium flat rate box. So y'all know how big that is. Okay. Yes, it can, April. Hi, Kathy. So it's a medium flat rate box. Y'all know how big a medium flat rate box is. So, you know, it's like this big, you know, and it's like that big. I mean, it's a pretty big box. So I happened upon an auction it was an auction, and it was for 2 pounds of scrapped lace. Scrapped lace. That's what it said, scrapped lace. And I went, okay, well, you know, sometimes I only want little bitty sections to put on my lorries when I make them. because, you know, they're Lori's now. They will forever be Lori's on this channel. They're no longer snippets. A snippet is a Lori on our channel. So I'm like, you know, little bitty scraps would be perfect for, you know, sort of my random Lori's that I do. So I'm like, £2, that's great. They wanted like $2.99 for it, was the starting bid. Well, I thought, well, I'll bid. I know, right, Kath? So I bid $3, $2.99. So I bid $3. And it never did anything. And nobody bid on it. And it sat there for like 6 days. And nobody bid on it. So I got 2 pounds of lace, which I'm going to open up here in a minute. And I will show you. They ended up, some of it's scraps, some of it is not. This is what I got. Now, this is a medium flat rate box. There is no room in there. It is full. I mean, crazy full, right? For $3. Get out, right? Okay, so I'm going to flip through and show you some of these. Some of these I'm just in love with. So let me pull everything out. Well, maybe. Let me figure out. Let me just dump this box upside down. Oops, don't look at that address, guys. You can't be flashing somebody's address on YouTube, even if it is mine. So hopefully, stop it. Stop. Hold on, guys. I will get my camera fixed here in a minute. So I'll put something over top of it. There. This covers my desk, you guys. Seriously. So let me pull my box up here so I can drop it in my box as I get done. Okay, so Lori's here. We're talking about Lori's. I bought on eBay for $3 a 2 pounds of what was supposed to be lace scraps. Okay, 2 pounds lace scraps for $3, you guys. So, okay. So I got this. Hey, free magazines is awesome. So I got this GIMP that's gold. Let me grab right now a white piece of paper because I'm going to need it. So this is going to make me a ton of Lori's, you guys. Oh, well, let me grab a better piece of paper because that's not. Well, this is. Well, no. Let me grab a white piece of paper here, guys. Give me a second. Well, okay, this will work. I know, I'm stoked. I never get really good deals, you guys. So, this is a gold GIMP. And there is let's see, 14, 28, 42, 56, 72, 72 inches of this, you guys. So I'm thinking, because I mean, there is a ton here, like more than I could ever use. Exactly. This stuff is like $3 or $4 a yard. So there was that. So I'm thinking about putting together maybe some like scrap bags. And by scrap bags, I don't mean scrap as in like junk. I mean scrap as in like, you know, maybe 6 to 10 inches of like every one. Or maybe not every one because they're all not going to fit in one little bag. But like little goodie bags of them. There's this, and this is adorable, you guys. I mean, seriously. Get out. Look at this. It's got, oh, let me get my piece of paper out. It's got little hearts in it. How cute is that going to be? So it's so cute. Oh, look at Lori's like, I'll take a scrap bag. So there was that, and I'm not even going to measure that because, I mean, you guys can see that's a big, huge, that's quite a bit of that. And there was another piece of that too, but I know, that's what I thought, Cheryl. We remember we were talking about doing a burlesque one. Look at that. And it's sequins. It's red sequins. So I keep pulling all the little stray strings from other stuff out of it. So that was just red sequins. There was this, and I sort of tried to roll it up, but and it's like stringed tasseling, but it's actually connected on both ends. And there was, a big bunch of that. There was pink sequins, but these aren't really pink. They're like lavender or like a lilac. Yeah, well, they are lilac. They look pink from one angle and lavender from the other end. So I'm like, how perfect would those be in a lavender journal? So cute. And I mean, there was pretty much a big gob of that. It sure wasn't a scrap, or I wouldn't consider this a scrap. Let's see. There's this. This is so 1970-ish to me. And it's got the little pleated bottom. I mean, how cute. And again, there's a nice big amount there. That's not a scrap. So there's some of this gold, and it's got, let me hold it on paper, it's better. And it's got like an iridescent chain in it too, which is pretty cool looking. So that was pretty neat. So there was some really weird, bright, wildy colors I wasn't too keen on. Here's my 16-year-old. Love this. And it's got, I don't know, you guys, if you can see the little shiny things, those are individual rhinestones on it. I mean, seriously, get out. That is so cute. You see all the little rhinestones shining? So I thought that was super cute. Well, you can see the little rhinestones through the back where it's got it. So, and there was, a nice bunch of that. Let's see. We can do with this. I know, right? This is so Edgar Allan Poe / Bohemian Gypsy. I mean, how cute is that? Even steampunky because it's got that awesome gold in it. Hi, Melissa. I'm showing off goodies. That is too cute, but I love that. And there was, a nice big piece of that. Oh, and there's a spare one, but I didn't want to throw the bead away because I could reuse it. There is this, and this is different. If you put it down back this way, it's going to look just like a ruffle with gold on it, which you could do. It's actually supposed to be this way, though, with the little gold dots on it. It's just so delicate. If you guys can see that. And there was this much of that. I mean, that's a lot. I was just amazed. Now, there was only like a scrap of this. And part of it's tore. But I mean, you definitely could use that. But this, I'm like, steampunk, silver and gold. I mean, seriously. Sort of has that like titanium color to it. Definitely cute. But it was a little bitty piece. There was this little gold, just simple cording, which would be perfect for tags. So, that's cute too. Definitely usable, even though it's small. Look, burlesque cover in one piece. a burlesque cover in one piece. There is the front of your journal. All you gotta do is sew a background with it. And it's all sequiny. How burlesque is that? I mean, seriously, that is your cover. I was like, oh, I love it. Except I think I would cut this little round circle part over here, because there's really not one of them over here. I think I would cut this off, let this hold up on its own, and then just have that extra circle to use on something else. I love it. I'm like, that's perfect to me. That was worth more than what I paid for the box. There's this, and it's some of it is, there was a lot of like goldy tones. Like there's gold, silver. So I don't know if that's why they were sort of like, you know, trying to, maybe a lot of people didn't want it because of that. I don't know. It didn't really bother me. Oh, there's this little piece of GIMP that's gold, but I'm sorry. This is me. Okay. Your Ryan always thinks something. That screams piping out to me. Like it looks like little pipes to me. Like seriously, it looks like little pipes. Is what it reminds me of. So I'm like, huh, cute. Then there was some of this white cording that had the gold beading wrapped around it. Well, let me try to use the white because sometimes it focuses on that better. There you go, with the white, with the gold beading in it, which I thought was pretty cute. And, you know, there was a nice pile of that. So definitely can use that. There was some more GIMP that was a different style that was larger. And it's a gold GIMP too. But it was nice and wide. It is 1/2 inch where the other was 1/4 inch. You know, Kath, that's exactly what I think. I think maybe somebody made pageant stuff and then retired. Or, you know, they were just trying to get rid of their old scraps because, you know, the new styles are coming out. But, I mean, there's a nice big chunk of it too. Let's see. It just keeps going, guys. I'm telling you. Then there's white with the white pearls in it. Cute. Let's see, where do I want to go now? Oh, there's this GIMP, which is different because it has sequins on it. It's the GIMP with sequins on it, so it's a little different, which I thought was really pretty. So there was that. And I mean, there was a nice bit of it too. I mean, a nice handful. So, and it just keeps going. I mean, I haven't got halfway through, you guys. Okay, let me get this. There it is. There's this, and it's like a gold tinsel-y inside gold, and it's just a cording. You know, I know. That would be spot on. I've wanted to for a long time. So, I mean, there's a nice bit of that. Let's see. Oh, this I actually love, you guys. My husband was like, really? You actually like that? I'm like, yes, this is perfect for journals. Oh, it's safety pin. Let me take the safety pin out. I actually do like this one. And maybe, isn't that cute? Let me comb it down so it lays flat so you can see it. Isn't that cute? I mean, seriously, that is too cute. So I was happy with that. And there's, I mean, you can see there's a lot there. So there was the red and silver, and it's got little sequins down the middle. See, April, I do too. And it's got little sequins down the middle. I don't know if you guys are like just sitting over there slobbering somewhere, or yeah, if you buy the unbleached, it's sort of, has that more of a tea dyed look than like a coffee dyed. Yeah, it's just a very light color. There's quite a bit of this. I mean, this you could use on a lot of different things. I mean, Egyptian. I mean, you could do Egyptian with the gold and stuff too. But there's a big bunch of it. And I liked it. I think it's pretty. I love how it does the scallopy look. You keep shaking your head. Oh, yeah, I like it. Yeah. And I mean, there was a nice big pile of that. I mean, seriously, that's 2 handfuls, you guys. You had to get a tissue. Are you crying? I think, Lori, of all the beautiful Loris. This is too cute, you guys. Seriously, get out. I mean, look at all the little tassels. I'm thinking, I could just cut this off, you know, even if I wanted to individually, cut it off about this far out, and then just staple that on little cards and have a little tassel hanging down. Melissa, I bought all of this in one box on eBay, and it was supposed to be scrap lace. I mean, does that look like a piece of scrap to you? Scrap lace, does that look like scrap to you? That is a lot. If that's your scraps, I want to see what your stock is. You found the drool emoji. I love this. This is just too darling. This reminds me of my grandma, you guys. It really does. Like the curtains and stuff when I was a kid. The tiebacks and stuff is what it reminds me of. But look. I mean, isn't that cute? I mean, there wasn't a big piece of that, but I mean, there's enough there that, I mean, it more than made me happy because this was just like, I don't know. This just reminds me of like my grandma, she sold home interiors. So she had like the big candelabras on the wall and, you know, the real fancy curtains that had like the gold and stuff on it. So that's what it reminds me of. Let me get all the gold stuff out of the way because you guys, I've still got like half of my Tim Holtz board is taken up, over half of it still. Then there's that. And let me lay this flat and see if that will help. It is, there you go. See it? It's 3-dimensional. It's little triangles. I'm trying to get it in an angle where you can see it. There you go. It's little triangles. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh, that was cool. So there's a whole little section of that. And that was different because they have that little, let's see. Then we'll start getting in some of the lighter stuff. Not also boldy gold. Boldy gold. Boldy gold, that's a word. And it's white that has just this teeny tiny little iridescent gold at the bottom. So you could use that on anything. I mean, seriously, anything that has any hint of gold in it. Okay, April, you'll miss it, but that's your own choice. And there was a big handful of that. No, 2 big handfuls. So I was happy with that. Oh, let me hold that back because April won't see that because she's into the steampunky stuff. There was some of this, which it wasn't really my favorite, but it's the corded rope, you know, like the corded edging that you put on. You had a bucket. So, you know, that would be cute to put like on the edge, you know, if you were making a fabric type based journal, you know, it would look really cute. Or to glue between like 2 pieces of cardstock for soft cover. Well, I know. See, Kath, it does me too. It does me too. Let's see. Let me keep it over here. Oh, there's more of that little triangular stuff. There's more of it. So there's more of that. Let me see. I keep pushing everything back. Trying to pull everything out here. Oh. This is a different than the other gold. It sort of looks the same, but the little tasseling is different. So it's like a 3-layered tasseling. Which, to me, this would be really cute if you were going to do like a sort of like Gone with the Wind, or even like a Victorian, like a Victorian robe type thing, or like a king, or you know, where you do something about a king, or like, you know, like King Arthur or something like that. It just looks very regal and very, you know, palacey to me, I guess. And I mean, there was a nice big handful of it. Let's see. I keep digging in here. There's this teeny tiny gold braiding, which I think is absolutely adorable. And it's teeny tiny. It's like 1/4 of an inch. But it's all braided. I'm trying to hold it back where it doesn't go crazy. And you guys can actually see it. See that blurs? You can't get the blur out. Maybe there you can see that. But it's just a teeny tiny little simple gold braiding, which I think is really cute. It's just very delicate. Oh, let's see. There's some of this just plain. This looks oafy to me, I guess is the word I would use. This looks like almost like, I don't know, a gaudy Christmas tree. Like, you know, something you would wrap around your Christmas tree in like the 60s or something. I don't know, 50s or something. I don't know. It almost reminds me of like Chanel wire because it's fuzzy. If you know, like pipe cleaners, Chanel wires, that's what it reminds me of. It's real fuzzy like them. It's really weird. I really didn't care for it. I was like, ee, yuck. You're making me a bag, right? Like, she's like, everybody's hopping up on my finds, trying to steal my finds. Let's see. Oh, there's this. There's a piece of this, which to me, this is what I would consider a scrap. This, I mean, it's cute though. It has the gold, and then it's got 2 layers of the white and gold attached to it with the gold in between. So that's what made me think really costumey. Because to me, that looks like very, you know, angel costumey, or like ice skater, gymnastic pageanty type things. Yeah, so I mean, this is sort of cute because, I mean, you could sew on to the top of this and literally have like the bottom half, you know, sew here and make a pocket, have a nice big pocket at the bottom of your journal. So it was a little different. But to me, that would be a scrap. That's what I would consider a scrap. Oh, were they, Lori? Oh, what do they want? Just want too much? Then there's this, and this is like the gold, but it's a beige. So it's like, oh, yes, fits everything. Oh, really? Wow. That's crazy. So that's a beige. It's pretty. And there is, you know, quite a bit of it. So I haven't even measured it all out to see how many yards of anything that is there. I was just too look at it. Look. I gotta see. Wow, I hate when things are like that and they want way too much. There's a really pretty little white. It's got a hole, you know, a little hole, little holes in the center, but it's really pretty. It's pretty gold edging. And I mean, it's a nice, you know, carded a little bit, you know, to wrap around a card or whatever. Perfect. Oh, that's got a pin. I hate the ones with pins in them. I keep poking myself. Let me. And this is white with gold in the bottom. Let me see. I'm trying to find an end, and the end's nowhere in sight. On the other end. The end's way on the other end. But it's really pretty. well, I don't know. I don't know if it was that or if they used it. Maybe they did like theater. Maybe they did theater. That would explain sort of the regal type looking things, but at the same time they have like a lot of like costume. So maybe they just did like costume theatery type stuff is what I thought maybe. And that's really pretty and it's got the gold on it, but it's not over gold, if that means you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that. It's not over gold, but that's what the little gold things look like. They're really pretty. And there was, like I said, that's not scraps to me. That's not a scrap to me. But I guess if you're making something and you need, 10 yards of it, it's a scrap. I don't know. I'm trying to hide everything. Let's do this. This is cute. This is GIMP that has pearls in it. Pearled GIMP. But look at all the little pearls on the GIMP. It's so cute. And there's like little wavy. I mean, that looks very bridal to me. I mean, like this, I think you could use like if you were doing a wedding album. I mean, you could use it in anything like dainty or flowery, a really pretty floral. But again, it looks very wedding anniversary, 50th anniversary, christening, that type of thing is what it looks like, is what it reminds me of. So let me get back over here. This is, remember the gold stuff we had earlier that had the little triangles that stuck up out of it? This does the same thing, but it's pink. But see all the little triangles? See how they stick out? So it's all like 3D. There you can really see it, see? It's really cool. Trying to hold it every direction so you can see it. The pink one. I know, aren't they cute? And it was, there was quite a bit there. So I thought about turning them all into little lorries. Do like a little lorry where there's samples of all of them together. Then you could just sort of, cut out and pick what you want. I gotta do this the right way. There's a right way and a wrong way. Yeah, well, the gold was more. Yeah, if you push on them, they'll go down. The gold was more rough because of the type of material it was made out of. But this is like made out of satin. So I'm going to cut off a piece on the end. And I'm going to do, what I really shouldn't do. And I'm going to clip where it's sewed on the back. I'm going to clip. And what they've done is they've used sewing thread on the bottom, but on the top, they've used like the clear quilting thread. But I'm going to pop the threads and see how they made it. Because it's made out of the plain satin ribbon. Well, hold on. It's made out of satin ribbon just like this. And I think it's even the same measurements. Hold on, let me... I have a little box that has little scissors in it. If I can find them. I can never find anything when I'm looking for it right now. My desk is a misheavel. It's horrid. I'm just dying. This is what I'm doing tomorrow, is cleaning my desk. I'll try to use my big scissors. Well, no, let me use my pokey tool. That would probably work better. Let me find the end again. Where's the end? You know how much time and effort that would take me to make a lorry for everybody? I mean, I love you all, but seriously. Okay, so there's the end. Yeah, it is just satin ribbon. Yes, it is 5/8 inch satin ribbon is what they've used. So I just have to figure out how they formed the little triangles. You watch it, you guys. I will be doing this. Yeah, it's folded, but I don't know exactly how they folded it where it still, you know, sticks up. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is figuring out how to do that. So stay tuned for a tutorial on how to make the little raised triangle ribbon. Okay, so there's this. April, or hurry, because I got something to show you, honey. It'll make you happy, happy, happy. And then there's that. It's really pretty. And it's white. So I sort of need a different color piece of paper to show you when it's stuff's white. But I don't have a different color piece of paper. There we go. Did you see that? It's really pretty. Pretty, pretty. Look, April. And it's copper tone. How awesome is that? It's probably my favorite out of everything in there. Hi, Kylara. I'm sharing all my little lacy finds I found when I bought a box of scraps. I bet I will. Isn't it awesome? And I mean, I wish there was more of it. I really do. There's not a lot of it, but there's a good 24 inches though. Hi, Nettie. We're doing good. I am anyway. I don't know about everybody else. I know. Then there's little purple and white gimp. And it almost looks like little flowers. It's so cute. Little bitty purple and white ones. And they almost look like little flowers, but they're not. It's just really cool. And all of the little purple has little white in the middle, and all the white has little purple. So it was so cute. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, you need for a page you're doing. I hear you. Everybody needs my stuff. Where's my mom? This is really pretty. And it's just a plain white. I'll try to put you need a bigger piece of paper. Oh, here. Duh. And there's that one. It's so cute. And there was, you know, a nice big handful for it too, which I liked. I mean, there was really there's not a whole lot of scraps to it. There is this, which is really pretty. And it's a cream color. Let me see if I can get it up. It's a cream color. Not so much a white. There's my white piece of paper. See, it's cream. This is pretty. And I mean, there was, you know, a nice little bit of it. So I liked that. And there's this, and it's got like an iridescent to it, if you can see. Okay, I missed Kylara's thing. What did Kylara say? Oh, paper purple's your favorite. And that's iridescent. So you can see the shimmer in it. Really, really nice. And there's a big old bunch of it. So I was happy with that. I mean, because white always goes with everything, right? So, yeah, it's a nice big bunch of that. Like I said, I wouldn't say any of this really is scrap. Not in my book, it's not. Yeah, it would too. Yeah, Natty, it would. Oh, here's another bunch of not Cheryl Emery, but Cheryl Texcana. She needs one of that with the hearts on it. And it's cute. I love the little hearts on it. And I mean, technically, if you really wanted to make your lace, you know, go along, it is spaced enough from the top with this that you technically could cut the little heart part out and just use it if you wanted to. And then use the big wide, you know, this part on something else. And then use this part on something else. So you could make 3 separate laces out of this one really, really easily without it even hurting you. So I thought that was another piece of that was really good. Oh, we're almost to the end, you guys. There is this, which is so cute. It's little rosettes. Let me pull it up on the paper. It's white, and it's little rosettes with little pearls in the middle, which I thought were so cute. No, Cheryl, it's not Happy Mail. I actually bidded on a box of random scraps on eBay and ended up with the medium size, not the ones you load from the end, but a medium size flat rate box that you open from the top, 2 pounds full of lace. So April, that's the other Cheryl, though. You're talking about Cheryl Texarkana. Before you start saying that, you're on the wrong Cheryl. Just thought I'd throw that out there. April throws hand on face. Okay, this has yellow in the middle. And I don't know if you really can see the yellow through the camera. I hope you can. So it's white and yellow and white. So it's like a 3-layered ruffle. So again, you could do this as one. Or if you really wanted to spread your lace, you could separate each one and have, 3 layers to use. I know, Cheryl, right? I'm like, wrong one. She's propositioning the wrong Cheryl. Oh. But yeah, so it's got white and the yellow and white. So, and there's a big bunch of it. So, I mean, technically, if you separated that, you could get 3 separate laces. And sometimes I do that because, this is like, if you have a standard page, say if this is your standard journal page, and you put it on the end, it's going to hang way out there. I mean, even if you put it on the bottom, it's going to hang a lot. So if you put it up there where it hangs over a little bit, you're covering a big part of your page. So I'm one of those people that would separate that. That's just me. Just because that's what I do. Okay, there's that. Oh, we're down to the last one, you guys. Is this big, huge, giant thing. But serious, you guys, get out of here. Look at this. This is adorable. I'm trying to find an end here so I can pull it out and show you. Okay, I'm not going to give you an end, but I'll show you this way. This is so cute. This is like, I'm hoping the light will settle down some. It's hard to, it's got like little elastic roses on it. Yeah, something where you're going to take up the whole page. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so this has lots of little elastic roses on it. And there is, hold on, let me tell you how much there is here. Because there's a tag on this, if it'll tell me. There is 12 yards here. 12 yards, you guys. It was cut off in 2 pieces. Seriously, for this piece right here alone, $17.64. $17.64 just for that. And this is 12 yards of scraps. I mean, seriously, 12 yards of scrap. How do you call that scrap? So it was a good deal for me. So I was happy with that. And that was the last one that was in the box. So I will pull the box up again just to show those. Look, that box, I had it all like in there. Look at that. Seriously. So I'm like, okay, what do I do with all my old ones? I have so much now, so I have to make a new box. Which brings me to, after it took me a whole hour just to go through a box, there was that much in there, you guys. An hour. I have been sorting through that box for an hour. That's how much there is in there. So if you weren't here early and you were here at 9 and you missed it, that's your fault, not mine. I went through it all. You just wasn't here. So I'm working on, I'll show you what I'm working on. Let me pull my stuff out here. I gotta get a bunch of stuff out here. Okay. Oh, I was gonna ask too, does anybody need a bone folder? Does anybody need bone folders? This time when I ordered from Tim Holtz, I think I've got like 2 or 3. Well, that's what I was thinking of. I know I have to put it all away. So I'm working on this and I need 4 little corners, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing in a minute. But so I have to cut this off. So I'm just cutting these off 2 inches wide by 4 inches because I need them 4 inches long. And I'll show you what I'm doing. I know, right? My problem is I am completely out of room for lace. Oh, I'm taping up a box. All right, you guys, I'm taping up my box. I love you guys, but not that much. You can't have my lace. That's where I draw the line. I'll sell some, but I'm not selling all of it. So, okay, I have 4 kids. So before everybody judges me, I didn't eat all these myself, although I love corn dogs. They're like one of my favorite treats. But I have 4 kids. So 20, that's only 6 corn dogs, and this is spread out over a long time. So it's like we eat these in one day. But it is a 30 value pack State Fair corn dogs. Okay, first of all, let me throw this out there before somebody goes, I'd never buy anything that big because, there's only 4 of us in my house, or maybe there's only 2, or maybe the only grandkids come by. You've got grandkids to feed, kids stop by, hand them out to the neighbor kids. I don't care. They're individually wrapped in plastic. So I know, right, Lori? I love corn dogs. I think it comes from being a kid because when I was a kid, we didn't eat corn dogs at home. We went to the fair to get corn dogs because you didn't make corn dogs at home. This whole thing of, buying it. But this is a nice big box, you guys. This box measures. And I'm just telling you just in case. This box is, 14 inches by 9 inches by 4 inches. It is 4 inches deep. Okay, guys, 4 inches. This is a huge box. Okay, well, then you're going to get ready to see what I do with this box. And they come individually wrapped. I take them out and then turn around and put them in freezer bags, split them up, put them in freezer bags, and throw them in the freezer. They'll last like 6 months in the freezer, you guys, if you do that. Just telling you. I'm just throwing this out there just for anybody who says they can't go through it. Hey, Kathy Jean. We're eating corn dogs right now. I'm not. I'm using my box. So I got this box. And this box brilliantly opens up like this. And it's got this little recessed front, which works great. And I love it. And I'm thinking, okay, this would be great for lace. But it has these little flippy flappies here, which I don't really care for. So I am going to try to do this, maybe not on camera. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this on camera. I am cutting these little flaps off that are in here. And I'll show you why in a second. One down. My kids love corn dogs, but I love corn dogs too. That was something we didn't eat as a kid, so 2 down, okay? Sort of like pizza rolls. But I don't really get off eating pizza rolls a lot. I don't like them a lot. Okay, so I cut these 2 little flappies off, and these are just going to go in the trash. Or I can use them because they're nice square, to back something like on the Dear Jane cover, where I did the little thing popped out. This is the perfect cardboard to use for that. So save it. Okay, so this opens my box and leaves it like this. Now, 2 things that I did do to my box. Flip up front, down here. This little flap right here on the inside, these are usually loose. So they flip around and move. So I glued those in. Then in the back, these big squares, they're loose. I glued those down. I used Fabri-Tac. I want it to be permanent. So these are glued down and the other end are glued down. Okay, so flipping back to my little pieces, that's what I need these for. So I need 4 of these because I'm not worried about the inside so much. I know the trash part, Cheryl. I know. I wasn't saying that. Just some people don't keep trash. So I was just trying to be nice. I had somebody get on me and go, really? Why do you, look at their junk journals. What do you think they're supposed to be mad out of? Okay. So I just crease it with my bone folder at 1 inch because they're 2 inches wide by 4 inches long. Okay. Then I'm going to fold them and fold them. I mean, come on, guys. This is pretty simple. Y'all know how to do this. And when you see what I'm doing, you're going to go be like, really? Seriously? I already knew how to do that. Well, April. And then I'm just going to cut the corners off and make them like that. Just if you're creating any kind of box. I love you too, Lori. I love April too. It's not her fault. No need to make fun of people. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab... Nope, I don't want to use that because it's not wide enough. Where's my other double-sided tape? Okay, I have 1 inch double-sided tape. And you can use glue for this. I'm using double-sided tape because I'm lazy and it's easy. And I don't have to wait for it to dry. You have no clue what I'm doing? I'm converting my box. I want lace storage. I need lace storage because I have used all of my lace storage. I have no empty boxes, but I don't want just my plain old, box. I don't want to just stick it in a corn dog box. That drives me crazy. I know. And I could. Ooh, Lori, what'd you get that you're going to share? Since I'm always supposed to share, it's your turn. So I'm covering these. They are 2 inch by 4 inches. And I scored them down the middle. Folded them and burnished them. So now I'm adding my double-sided tape. Oh, sorry, April's. Yep, I am using my corn dog box. That I have because I have this passel of kids at home, except for my 18-year-old that's in. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. I did see that. My 18-year-old is in Tennessee with my mom and my dad, and he called me early because he missed me. It was so sweet. He wanted to talk to his brothers and sisters too, but he missed me. Or at least he was acting like he was. Oh, she put links to it. She had video of her going when she went and when she got there and what she found. And she put it all on the Facebook site. Me too. I got car sick. Lori made me car sick. So I'm just covering these up. So you guys bear with me because this is tedious doing this part right here. Okay. So I'm just doing this. So I'm going to trim these up so my tape doesn't get stuck everywhere because that's what usually happens. And then I end up having to rip it and it drives me crazy. Okay. So I've just covered my little corners with double-sided tape. The village, not town. We're still a village. We're small. We don't get to become a town until we have 5,000 members. So I'm just burnishing these down so it adheres. It helps the tape stick better to the paper. So I'm burnishing. And then, okay, what I'm going to use these for is, remember we cut the little tabs off. So there's nothing to hold this closed. So I actually want to make it where it works like this. See where it's like this? You have the bottom. So I'm giving it a fake bottom. I am going to use my corner right here and tape it. So that's going to make it stay as a box and not flip and flop all over the place. Because of where I cut those little tabs off, because I didn't want them inside, because I figured they would get in the way and knock into and create havoc with my lace. And when I organize it and put it in there, I don't want it flipping flopping anywhere. So I'm just going to make sure my line is right on the edge, and then rub. That's what I'm saying. That's true. I live in a village and we have 600. So when you turn to 1,000, I think you become, I'm not sure what, you become a town. No. No, it's the way I want it. Oh, yeah, I did. Duh. You're right, Elizabeth. Woohoo! Rack one up for Dorothy. See, I was paying attention to the silly comments and not paying attention. And I knew that was supposed to go on the inside. See, y'all were talking to me. Okay. Trying to do this with on camera is hard too. Hold on. I gotta do this off camera real fast, because there's no way I can do that and line it up. Let me line it up and then I'll show you when I get it done. Yell louder, Elizabeth. That's it. I know. I was trying to read the things and tape at the same time. It's my fault. Okay. So that's what I'm doing, is putting it here on the bottom. So, see, it makes it this nice little box on the bottom. Thank you, Elizabeth. I knew what I was doing. I just... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Did you actually yell? You know, everybody's like, oh, I nodded my head. And they're like, really mean they nodded their head. It's so funny you do that. You just, sometimes you forget. You feel like you're right there with them. And I do. You guys are here and I'll be like just chatting away. And I'm like, Okay. And then I'm going to do it on the other corner. Let me flip it over so I can show it. There it is. There it is. See my big pretty corner. So I got both those corners taped up. Then I'm going to, because this part up here, you can see this part right here, I already trimmed it off, but it had a little tab that stuck about 1/8 of an inch out. I trimmed that little tab, this little tab right here. I trimmed that off. Just so to protect this, to make sure. You're going to get this ready for what? Yeah, I'm confused, Natty. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to get this ready for. Where did I purchase what? The Victorian Gypsy was the sari silk that I bought. The other thing I bought off of eBay, the lace box full of stuff I just bought. It was a random box on eBay that I found. And it wasn't like the person that sold it only had hadn't sold a lot of stuff either. So they didn't have any more lace items or anything. It was just a one-off. It was just one of those super lucky finds. You're so confused about what, April? April asked, what are you confused with, April? Oh, so you could stop me. Okay, that's great. There you go. Throw up a stop sign. If I notice a stop sign, then I'll know to stop. There you guys go. Then you won't have to yell at me. April, were you confused about the whole Nettie thing? Everything. Okay. Are you confused about the box that what I'm doing? Am I confusing you about my box because I'm not on camera so you can't see it all? Are you a visual learner? It takes you too long. Just keep the stop sign up at all times because you know I'm going to make a mistake. Elizabeth, maybe Nettie's telling you to be quiet and just do the stop sign. Maybe that's it. Okay, so I just did the little corner tabs to reinforce the corners. April, if that's what you're worried about. I'm making this to hold my lace because I am out of. Okay, I just cut these. These are 2 inches by 4 inch, and then I curved them like we do for our envelopes, right? You know, like the top of your envelopes, how you cut the corners. And then I just put double-sided tape on it, and I'm putting it on each corner of my box. These two to reinforce it. And this back here, because this laid down before, so I cut the flaps off that were here. These flaps were they were down here, like this. But they were loose where they flipped around, and this box wasn't attached. So I cut this off, and I put those there. So this made the bottom a complete box instead of a box that opened up on the backside. So I've got that done. So now comes the fun part, you guys. I'm going to pull out my collage medium. I have this brown paper that I'm going to cover it up with. So I may have to piece some pieces together, but I'm not worried about that because, you know, it's collage medium. So that's what it's for. So I'm not even going to worry about cutting it straight, which I normally would be, but no stress. No stress. No. And I'm using you can use your Mod Podge. I'm actually using my multi-matte medium matte because it dries fast. And with me being on camera, it's easier for me, you know, for it to dry fast. And this is one of the collage brushes. And this goes like extremely fast with one of these because it's so wide and it holds and catches. So you don't get this like super ubery puddles of stuff. So it makes it a lot easier to cover. Oh, no, it will hold some of it. Not all of it. It will hold some of it. And I'm literally doing this. You'll see, you can still see the State Fair corn dog part through it. I'm not worried about that because I'm actually putting something over top of this too. It's not that it's not good enough. I just wanted something really pretty. I'm in the middle of redoing my craft room. And putting stuff on the walls and all that. And I'm like, if I'm taking all that time, April's having issues tonight. April down. April down. I just wanted it to be really pretty. Exactly, right, Connie? Tune in next week when Michelle turns a corn dog box into a suitcase. No. I really could, you guys. I'm not joking. I really could turn a dog box into a suitcase. And then y'all would be laughing at me, wouldn't you? Uh-huh. And so I'm just rubbing this on here. There's no rhyme or reason, you guys. Seriously, I'm just smearing this on here as fast as I can go. Y'all know how to use Mod Podge. This paper that I'm putting it on is painter's masking paper. You can get it at, if you go to, I got mine at Menards, but you can get it just about any painting supply store or at any hardware store. And it's just what you put down on the floor when you're going to paint. You tape on the floor. You get a craft room tomorrow for... How do you... How do you get a craft room for... Is your husband... Are you, like... I'm not sure. How are you getting one? I'm confused. You guys confused Dorothy. You're not allowed to do that. Again, I'm just ripping this because I'm covering it and it'll all glue down. So, how are you getting a craft room? Like, where are you getting a craft room? You're just getting one at your house, or did you get it on eBay? Was it really cheap? I need a couple more if you got them on eBay. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, Lori. Yeah, I might have to fill me in on that. Now, I am leaving some wrinkles and stuff in here because I want those wrinkles on there. I want that age. Oh, furniture out of the answer. Cool. Awesome. Oh. You know, Lori, what you need to do to decorate your room once you get it is, like a pennant, like they use the triangular pennants that they use for birthdays, for like football games and stuff like that. You need to do a Lori, like a snippet Lori, on those to hang on the wall. It would be so cute. Yay, Lori is getting her own room finally. Oops, you know what? I wasn't supposed to do that, you guys. Nobody throw up the stop sign. I love Gone with the Wind. That's like one of my favorite movies. I actually just bought another book that I'll have to get it in a minute and show you, Cheryl. They have a new book. Oh, it's not a new book, but it's sort of a spinoff of Gone with the Wind, but it's about Rhett's family. Oh, it's really cool. Okay, let me make sure. Yep, that's what I gotta do. Oh, cool, Lori. Wow, April, you sound like Giggles now. But if I spell it, does it count? I don't get in trouble if I spell it. I'm not actually saying it out loud. I'm just spelling it. It drives me crazy. Okay, there's the top. Now I have to do the sides. You guys are awful. Now I'm doing the sides of it real fast. I'm trying to get this done. I'm not going to do the inside. This is supposed to be random craft day, but I just decided I needed more room for my lace. And I had my box, and somebody had asked me how I store my lace, and I just cover and reuse boxes. Yeah, and you have to have red silk taffeta because of Mammy's slip. And you want blue and gray because of the Civil War. Oh, I love that. I'm going to do another Civil War journal, guys. I was thinking about that the other day. I didn't record any of when I did it the last time. So nobody's seen me do it. Oh my gosh, Cheryl. Nutty, actually, that's not super surprising because it's based around Civil War, which is like American history. So I know a lot of people that are international that have. You have to remember, April, she's in Canada, so Civil War time frame. A lot of that doesn't play a part in a lot of other countries. Because I know a lot of international people who've never seen it. That's not that uncommon. So no, Nettie, you're not the only one out there alone. Just, in the United States, that was a really huge part. A really huge part of American history for us. Oh, nice. Lori? What kind? What is it? Let me tell me. I want to know. Nice. Yes, it is still it's a great movie. I think Gone with the Wind. Yes, my flip through is on there, Kathy. I know. But I am seriously thinking about doing another Civil War journal, and I would probably just release it in separate parts, not like as actual, that everybody works on, because I know a lot of people don't have an interest in history. Okay, so my front's covered. Yes, it is a long movie. It's like 6 hours. That's one of Giggle's favorite movies. Nice, Lori. Nice. I wish my telephone bill was like that. Okay, guys, what do you guys want to do tomorrow? Does anybody have any preference? Because I normally do the sales on Saturday, but with putting the sales off, it sort of, I don't know what to do. What do you guys want to do? Does anybody have any preference or any certain technique or trick that they want to see? Or Yeah, my Goodwill or anything isn't open, Cheryl. I'm still waiting. It's driving me insane. Make your Lori. She's all about Lori's. I could. You guys want me to do another snippet tomorrow? Do you guys really enjoy watching that much? I know Lori likes her Lori. No, I have not did DIY vellum. It is extremely difficult to do. I can't do it at nighttime. I would have to do it during the day. Because, and it's not even vellum, it's more like glassine. April, yes, but I'm telling you right now, I would be very cautious with that, and I'll tell you why. Because that oil will seep through everything in your journal later. It doesn't just stay in the paper. It seeps through onto other things in your journal. So like if you have a picture or, a printed image, over time that oil will actually leak through into those other things. I learned that the hard way. I mean, I know people who do it and swear by it. I know a lot of people who've had issues with it too. And so if I like to build let's see, how do I say this? I want to build my journals for the long haul, if that makes sense. I don't want to build something that, 2 or 3 years from now, it's going to be falling apart, because I'm of the whole perception, at least in my book, to me, journals are to be like heirlooms. Yeah, and it hides in the paper temporarily, but like when it gets hot, the weather gets hot outside, then oil tends to like almost sweat like water does. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who do it, like I said, but I want mine for the long haul. You know, just like if if I'm making a journal for me or whatever, you know, I like to think that it's something that my daughters or my son or my son's wives or, you know, the grandkids or whatever will carry on later, if that makes sense. As far as lorries, I don't mind making lorries, even custom making them if somebody has them, they want them in a certain color or something. I don't even mind that. My problem is I don't know what to charge for them because there is you have the time for the amount that you're doing, and it's a lot of lace. Um, I know, right? So, you know, I don't have a problem with that, but I'm not sure, like, you know, what people are willing to pay and, you know, or whatever. I hope that makes sense. I mean, if anybody has any ideas floating around out there, then holler out, let me know. I mean, because I've seen people sell snippets for $25 a piece. I've turned around and seen people sell them for $75 a piece. I mean, oh, awesome, Lori. What'd you get? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what your mom got you. What'd Lori's mom buy? Oh, cool. That'll be so neat to write in journals with and stuff. It'd be gorgeous. Well, that depends. What kind of flowers are you talking about? Because, I mean, yeah, you can buy empty tea bags in all different kinds of sizes. Okay, but what kind of flowers? I mean, that's yes, Kathy, your little tea bags were adorable. I really liked those. Yeah, you can buy them. You can also, if you don't want to use tea bags but get the same effect, you can buy the craft. If you're not after the bag look and you just want, you know, you can buy the craft coffee filters. Okay, so my box is covered on all sides except the bottom, and I'll do the bottom last because I do the top, then I'll do the very bottom and the sides inside. Obviously, I'm worried about the outside right now. So Look at my paper I'm putting on it. It's so pretty. It's my favorite tissue paper that I have. I actually get it from the Dollar Tree. It's an El Cheapo tissue paper, but it's my favorite. Okay, you just want... Okay. You just want a type of fabric, some type of fabric flower that you can put on there that won't lay flat. Okay. Let's see. A lot of my flowers I make, I use a sewing machine. So let's... Okay. I have one will do. I have one that will do. Maybe two. I'll work on two. Make sure you have old fabric, whatever kind of fabric you want. It doesn't matter. If I would suggest, now this is just me, you are practicing, you're learning. So make sure you don't get your most favorite fabric that you want to use or fabric you're planning to use in a journal. Get some kind of scrap fabric. You want it to be like quilting cotton, bed sheet cotton, that type of thickness, that type of weight, and get a spool of thread and a needle, and we'll do it. I'll do a couple. You want something that's like in a green tone or so for leaves, and something in like a color tone. Now, I will show you how to do it by hand, and I will explain to you how to do it by sewing machine if you have a sewing machine. But to learn, it's a whole lot easier to learn by hand. So I do. This is Dollar Tree. You get 2 pieces of this, 2 pieces of like a bright pink, like the dark pink, and then 2 like decorative. But this is like my all-time favorite tissue. I love to wrap my journals and stuff in this. I buy it to wrap my journals in when I send them out, when I ship them, when I sell them, because I send out like this whole little like goodie bag with them with all kinds of stuff in it. And so, yes, Kathy, they were adorable. I really liked them. Oops, I tore the corner. Yep, we will work on that. Oh, it doesn't? Oh, I'm sorry. It's one of my favorite. Oh, really? Bummer. I guess I'm just lucky. Actually, I'm really fortunate. My Dollar Tree does a lot that like a lot of places don't do. And I was amazed because when they started extending the craft aisle even more, I was like, I'd already been to, other Dollar Trees like around me and knew that they carried a lot of stuff that those ones didn't. So to see them even get more, I was just like super excited. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. Actually, it probably is my favorite. I mean, I bought some from Hobby Lobby that I really like, but hands down, this is probably my yeah, definitely my favorite. And it's thicker. It's not, like some of the more generic tissue papers you get that are really, really super thin. So, I love that about it. Oh yeah, they were so cute. I spent most of my day today actually cutting out um and starting to work on a journal I'm doing on the side. I'm not doing it on video. It's just one of my that I'm making to put in my shop. So I started working on it today, and I did that, and I had a couple other little things I needed to do for some little people. And by little people, I mean little people. Some cute little things for some kids that I've been working on. So that's pretty much what I did today. My husband went to the donut store and got homemade. Well, we have a donut shop down the road from us, and it's a little old man. He's probably in his 80s, maybe. And he's a doll. He's a cutie. But he actually has a donut store and makes donuts and stuff. And he's probably, I think, in his 80s. Super sweet old guy. But yeah, he makes donuts. So we went and got his homemade donuts today and just sort of chilled and spent the day because my husband had today off. So, and I was working on getting stuff together for a journal to start my new one. So I'm excited to start another one. Another day down. Another journal down. So I gotta work on it, and it'll take me, a while to get done, but working on it. And it's a country chic, really, really pretty pages and stuff. It's really pretty. If you can imagine country chic. Everybody's really quiet. They're either concentrating on what I'm doing or they fell asleep on me. Well, that's a PJ party, but geesh. But yeah, so make sure you have fabric and a needle and thread tomorrow. I know I'm off camera. You guys are probably like, what in the world is she doing? I'm trying to get this all down, but my paper slid on me right here, so I'm fixing my ubos. I may have to, and I don't mind too much if the brown shows through because then it sort of looks like it's losing its color. So I'll go through an ink around that, so it'll have more like that vintage suitcasey look to it. I actually thought about putting a handle on it and a closure and everything. I haven't decided how far I'm going to go yet. It'll just be till I get it done. So who knows? Yeah, never know with me. Did everybody drop off or everybody just get really quiet? Sometimes I'm not sure you guys are. Oh, sorry, writing in a journal. Oh, is awake. Mindy's awake. Oh, you guys are fine. I didn't know if everybody was gone. I'm like, okay, if they're tired of me just talking, I can turn this off and do this without anybody on camera. It doesn't really bother me. I'm going to do it whether you hear it. Oh, I know. See, that's what I'm doing. And I went and I got, now just to throw out some ideas for you guys, I went and I got, I have a little tote. Actually, I have a bunch of little totes, but I'll show you. They're sort of like this. Well, you guys have seen them before. Like this. You guys seen my little totes that I have? My little totes like this. They have the little handles, they're little cubes. And my little envelopes, if I put them in there, just fit in there. So I take a bunch of them and fill my envelopes. I have one for each journal. Oh, nice, Kathy. I'm sorry. It wasn't 2 hours. We went through the lace too. I wasn't just covering a box for 2 hours. We went through the lace too. Don't blame it all on my box. Awesome, Brenda. Has everybody who bought stuff at the sale, have you gotten your packages? I think mostly everybody has. At this point, there's a few, I think, that still had distances to go because they lived, farther away from me than others. Oh, okay, Kathy Jean, thanks for hanging around. We enjoyed it. We'll see you later, honey. Get some sleep. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Sorry, guys, for taking so long on this, but it's not an easy thing. And I want to, I want it to look nice and pretty. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me while I play with my corn dog box. That's probably not the most fun thing to watch. And I realize that. And I apologize for that. It's the only thing really with doing videos and stuff every single night, and trying to work on journals and family and everything else is it doesn't leave me a lot of time. So every once in a while, I gotta throw something me in there, like my ephemera folder. Okay. Yeah, it is. And I didn't even get to the inside. So, but it'll look so pretty when it's done. Oh, Lori. Huggy hugs. Yeah, your birthday probably makes it worse, don't it? I'm fortunate. I mean, I've got my mom still and my dad. Of course, I don't have any grandparents at all. Which, I mean, you know, a lot of people don't have grandparents, but I lost, well, my mom's father passed in 2001. Oh yeah, I bet. See, my grandmother got had liver cancer, and she died when I was 16, and my dad's father died when I was 7, and then my mom's mom died when my mom died on my mom's 10th birthday. So yeah, Mother's Day is not always easy in our house either, and everything else. So it makes it sort of a hard week, I guess. Okay, so I'm just trying to sort of patch around in here. I think we lost April, didn't we? Oh, her thing keeps going in and out again, she said, didn't she? Huh, I wonder why. Busy day, I guess. I'm just folding this over on the inside just so I have a nice covered edge. And then the inside I'll cover with something else. Oh, wow. That's good that they got it all. Cancer is just an ugly, ugly, ugly beast. But, I mean, we're fortunate because, you know, things are getting a lot better than what they were before. They used to be a lot worse. So, I mean, at least treatments are starting to step up and all of that. So that helps. Yeah, but it's never easy. There's quite a few people out there fighting right now. And I mean, I'm just grateful that they're, I mean, that they're moving along as good as they are. It could recess. So, I mean, it is getting better. I mean, it's never a good situation, but at least it's starting, to at least get a little bit better. Yeah, it is, Cheryl. It's never hard. It's never easy to go through or to deal with. Oh, I'm upside down. I got my box upside down. Okay. So there's my outside. Now I just have to collage over the top of it. Yeah, see, my mom, well, I mean, their grandmother took them in, my great grandmother, and raised them. But yeah, I'm so fortunate. So, and I'm just covering this. I'm actually using, multimedia matte. You guys, seriously, I used to use Mod Podge. And Mod Podge is cheaper, I'll give you that. But this dries so fast compared to Mod Podge. I don't know. I need to work on it and figure out what's in it so I can make it homemade so it's cheaper. Because I love how fast it dries. But I'm doing that just to sort of give it a nice seal on the outside. I got all around the outside edges finished, except this one little corner over here I got to do. Most of it's done. I have this one thing on the outside. I have not done anything on the inside, Elizabeth. I have been trying to, I want to completely coat the outside and get it all finished. And I'm probably will, it'll dry. Then I'll work on the inside. But I want to make sure it's sealed really good. So I have this one little patch over here to do. There's always one little patch that doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Yeah, I'm going to line the inside of it. I have this pretty pink that I'm going to do the inside with. So, because I just want it to be really pretty, and I actually think I'm going to put a closure on it and maybe a handle, and sort of make it have that whole sort of retro-y suitcase look. That's sort of what I'm after. Oh, Laura, you need to try it, dear. You will despise Mod Podge. You use it and you go to use Mod Podge and you're like, okay, where's it at? It's life altering. Even on cards, if you want to put, like, if you're, doing an envelope and you want to, throw a flower down, you just throw it down and over top of it and it's good. But I probably will let the outside set overnight before I try to do anything to the inside, just to sort of let it have that curing period. And then I want to sort of make the old suitcase style. So, I'll probably put some handles, maybe a lock on it, even like a faux lock. And then, put a nice little handle on it and give it that whole look. And then I think I'm going to take some white gesso and sort of age up around the sides and add that like vintagey look to it. And then take some, I lost my tissue paper. It folded up on itself. I gotta figure out where it's at. There it is. Thank you, Lori. I know, I should make a really pretty Lori to be a belt around it. And then I want to sort of, I don't know, I just want to make it really, really nice. Yeah, I want to put some Mod Podge or gesso around it and make it sort of have the age look. And then when I do, I will take it outside when it's nice and warm, not rainy. I've got some clear sealer. I'll spray over top of it to sort of seal it really good. So, if by chance it would get near water or something like that, it wouldn't, do any damage to it. It's my hubby. Yeah, so the outside is completely coated. I just needed to seal this side over here and the other side, and I'll have all of it. And I put a nice thick coat on it too, not so thin, so it does a real nice seal on it. Plus, with doing that and flipping my brush back and forth, it creates those different angled texture lines, so it'll have more like the old wallpapery painted. Oh, well, thank you, April. Okay, Lori. Good night, dear. Love you. Have a great night. And get some sleep. Have a good day tomorrow. Stay out of trouble. I just think if I have to put all of my pretty lace in a box, that I at least want the box to be as pretty as lace inside. Okay. There's the outside. It sure don't look like a corn dog box, does it? Let me put my brush in water and find my lid. Is back here somewhere. Right here. Yep, so I'm really happy with it. I think it really definitely has that old suitcase charm. I know, right? From corn dog to gorgeous with 2 pieces of tissue paper and a jar of matte medium. It's pretty crazy. So let me try to get it all in camera. There's my pretty box. Isn't it pretty? I know, it's not so corny, is it? On the front, and then, like I said, I've got, let me pull it open. Let me pull it open. Without trying to glue it together where it's, because it's still not dried. So I'm trying not to make sure I don't touch it, and which makes it harder. So that's like that. Really, April, you felt the need to explain that? And then I'll cover this outside here with the roses again. And then this is going to be the inside color. So it'll have the rose on the outside and pink on the inside. Then, like I said, I think I'm going to do a little buckle closure at the bottom, maybe. I don't know. I may not do a closure on it just because it may be a little bit too much. If I do, what I may do is do a magnet closure that comes off the bottom and flips up the side. And then maybe like a little faux handle. But I'm going to cover this with the roses and stuff too. So technically it can sit on my, when it sits on my shelf, instead of being like this and taking up a lot of space. Then I'll put it like this. I can store it like this, upright. So it's only going to take like that 4-inch space on my shelf. And if it sticks out, it's just going to look like a little suitcase sticking out. You're so funny, April. Oh, Cheryl, I am so sorry. That is just awful. I am so sorry. That's never easy, no matter what the situation is. And Cheryl, I think it's, you know, I think it's normal in those situations. You know, if, you know, and I mean, I don't care whether you're, you know, just, you know, a believer or if you're like intensively involved. I think, I mean, because, you know, some people, my dad's a minister, so, you know, some people, you know, are And even then, you still question. Because I know when my grandmother was diagnosed, and I mean, like I said, my dad's a minister, there were still times that, they he struggled. My uncles did. My grandmother, um, was, of course, back in the older days, you had like the Ladies Aid Society, and the missionaries, of the church and stuff like that, and she was all involved in that and everything else. And I even see her, at times struggle. So I think struggling is part of dealing. But yeah, I think that's normal. I think if you don't go through that, that's something that's going to hit you later on. It's part of the process. And that's how you get from one step to the next, is going through all of those steps. So, don't feel ashamed or whatever that you struggle with that. I mean, because it's part of life and it's part of what you do. You just get up every day and go day by day, and one day, you know, things will just work out. I think the hardest part sometimes in cases of no matter what the illness is, that whole feeling like you don't have control. I think it's worse when you're a parent, because you feel like that's your job. So yes, we will be doing flowers tomorrow. I'll have fabric, and like I said, we'll do them by hand, but I will go through the sort of steps of how to do it by hand and explain, if you're using a sewing machine, this is how you would do it. So I was just cutting my paper and getting it ready to cover. I probably will finish this out tomorrow, and I'll try to have it done tomorrow, and you guys can see it all and see how pretty it is. I'll try to have my little handle on, and oh, that makes it worse. Yeah. Yeah, I know my oldest is 18, and just the thought would just, that's rough. Good night, Kathy. Be safe and healthy. Please, take care. But yeah, I'll show you tomorrow, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll even have it filled with all my lace and everything, which would be nice if I could. Maybe. Night, dear. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead. It's 20 after 11. And like I said, I'm going to let this set up really good overnight. So I am extremely happy with the way that it turned out, though. So far, we will see. And you'll see the masterpiece when it's done. Oh, yeah, dear. I bet. So, night, Melissa. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and healthy. All of you guys, stay safe and healthy, and we will see you back here tomorrow at 9. Remember, some scrap fabric. You'll need some scissors. If you have Fabri-Tac glue, that works, or whatever glue you use to do fabric, that would work. Let's see what else you need, and a needle and thread. And make sure you have a nice sturdy needle, not like a little teeny tiny one. You need a nice sturdy one. And we will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a blessed evening. Stay safe, stay healthy. Love you. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Night, everybody. April's leaving the house.